Hey, welcome back, inmates. Week 10, Denver Broncos come to Kansas City. Denver comes in at 5-4 record. So this should be a good matchup. AFC rival games usually are. AFC West matchups usually are good games, just because of the rivalry matchups, especially with Denver. There's one of the two teams I really don't like. Well, actually, there's more than two, but as far as division teams, it's the Raiders and the Broncos. I just can't stand. Not gonna lie, don't like them. Never have, never will. So anyway, this episode we're gonna break down the game, some key matchups, and then go ahead and get into my pick at the end. By the way, I'm 8-0 this year. So anyway, Kansas City enters this game with a top 10 offense and a top 5 defense. I mean, that's pretty damn good. Kansas City's 10th in points per game and yards per game offensively, and 4th in points per game and 5th yards per game. So, I mean, they're doing it. They're getting it done on both sides of the ball. I mean, the one area, my only concern at one point was the red zone efficiency. Well, not my only concern, but one of my concerns with the offense was the red zone efficiency. First 4 weeks we were like 29th in the league at like 38%. Since then, over the next 4 games that we've played, we have increased that up to 58%, and we are now 12th in the league. That's a marked improvement in 4 games. That's pretty good. So I think this trend will continue because they've been playing pretty damn good in the red zone and getting more touchdowns than field goals. And I think that's going to continue with the addition of D-Hop. I mean, we've seen it last week, 2 touchdowns in the red zone for us. We still got Kelsey, and Hunt seems to find the end zone quite frequently on the ground. So I think this is going to be a trend that's going to continue for us, and it needs to. It needs to. All right, so Denver rolls into this game. They're a bottom third offense. They're like 23rd points per game and 25th in yards per game, but they do have a top 5 defense. I mean, they're really good on the defensive side of the ball. Maybe a little bit better than the Chiefs even. They're 3rd in allowing points per game. They're 6th in yards per game, but they're 2nd in the league in sacks with 31 sacks in the year. I mean, they're getting after the quarterback. So that's an area that we're going to have to be concerned with. Like I said, they have a brand new quarterback this year. He's a rookie, Bo Nix. He's been playing pretty good for him. He's probably as effective on the ground as he is through the air. He's their 2nd leading rusher, and he's running at like 5-something yards per clip. I mean, he's running every time he runs. He's usually getting a pretty good gain out of it. So Kansas City have to be wary of that. Defensive side of the ball, they got Pat Surtain, they've got other players, but Pat Surtain's the guy that stands out. He's one of the best cornerbacks in the league. They just re-signed him to a long-term deal this offseason, and the kid's the real deal. His dad played for us for a while, Pat Surtain. He was unbelievable as well, and his kid might even be better. So one of my matchups I'm following is who's Surtain going to match up against? They're going to line him up on D-Hop, they're going to line him up on Kelsey, or is it going to just have a spot for him and whoever happens to be lined up opposite he'll cover? I personally think he'll follow one of those two around. I just don't know which one it'll be, so I'm kind of curious to see. Can our O-line hold up to their pass rush? I mean, their pass rush is good, so our O-line's going to have to be good. Or I'm not really so worried about the interior line. It's more of our tackles, let's be honest. Juwan and Morris. We're going to need them to be. We need them to play one of their best games. Taylor had a fantastic game against Max Crosby. If he can play like that this week, that's what we need. And then just play good, Morris, please. Just do your best. If we need to, hopefully they'll be able to help him out a little bit if he's having a problem. But Denver kind of going to throw 4 guys at you that's got at least 4 sacks each. So they're definitely going to be coming. Denver's got a definitely formidable pass rush, and that makes their secondary not have to cover as long if they can get to the quarterback. So Mahomes is going to have to be on this game. Can't have any turnovers. And we'll definitely need to get the running game going, but I think we can. I think we'll be able to run the ball. Kareem Hunt's played pretty well for us every game so far. He's done everything we've ever asked, of him. So, and until Pacheco gets back, he's going to have to be the man that carries that load for us because he's all we got. All right, so I mean we got P. Ryan, we got Carson Steele, but as far as workload, and can carry the rock multiple times a game, he's that guy. P. Ryan's great in the passing game out of the backfield and the occasional carry. And Carson Steele, I think, is still finding his way. But I mean, he can still carry the ball. But you don't want to have to feature him. We had to do that one. We went into 1 week with that as a thought in mind, and I don't think they wanted to do that anymore. And I think that's why they brought Kareem Hunt in. Anyway, okay, so my final prediction on the game. I think it's going to be closer than we want it to be. I know it's going to be closer than I want it to be. I got it 27-20 Chiefs pulling out the win and advancing to 9-0 and getting ready to play Buffalo next week in Buffalo. So, if you like what you heard and you like these type of videos, be sure to subscribe and like. And tell your friends. Spread the word. Thanks. And take care, and mates. Until next time.